leave this all in.
Dead air, it's good.
Yeah. And not only that, it's just a loading screen as well. Absolutely nothing's happening.
People are reflecting. That's what's happening. Give people time to do that.
Bastion.
The Bastion?
Bastion. Is part of the thing being cut off? The R in Reaper is cut off.
I think it's just my screen.
Adam, how would you know what's happening on Ben's screen unless you were screen looking?
Well,
I don't even know how to respond to that. Other than yes, I do cheat, and I enjoy it.
oh no, that did not
Does Bastion
last.
ever consider the fact that he was created exclusively for war? Does he ever wonder about that?
In a way, weren't we all created for the sole purpose of war?
That body jumped around for no reason. That's terrifying. I was scared for a moment there. More scared than I think I've physically ever been.
So on the topic of fears, right, I remember a conversation with someone, he's talking about, like, what do you fear more, spiders or clowns? He was talking about his example in something else. And he goes, oh, they ask you questions like, oh, what do you fear more, spiders or clowns? And I say, my answer is clowns because that's the correct answer. Alright, think about you wake up in the middle of the night and there's either a spider or a clown on your ceiling above you. Which terrifies you more? Like, spiders are kind of scary, but you expect to encounter spiders in life.
I feel like I'm more likely
If you're encountering a clown, something's gone wrong. Always.
I feel like I'm more likely to be killed by a spider than a clown, though.
Oh. I'd be interested to see the statistics.
Yeah, I wonder what the statistics are. Clown versus...
There's no good situation that involves a clown.
Well, you just obviously never had a happy childhood.
Man, I remember seeing one season of The Amazing Race, how one of the couples were a married couple that were both clowns. Like, that's like the best thing they could have done. They've spared anyone else from having to be married to a clown by marrying each other, keeping the horror in one pairing. Those are the only good clowns there have ever been.
Someone's mad. Good. Anyway, most people won't know this because we haven't really discussed it yet. But this is actually the post-Cool Runnings podcast.
Yep.
Cool Runnings talk all the time, every time. So anyway, what do you think your favorite scene from Cool Runnings is?
I do like the montage where they're trying to raise money. And Sanka's doing his, some people say you know we can't believe Jamaica we have a bobsled team. That whole montage, that's probably the best part.
Okay.
We used to sing that song a lot growing up in the Blair household.
I rather enjoyed it the first time I saw it, but the first time I saw it, it wasn't until like late teens. I was maybe 18 when I finally saw it.
Cool Runnings and Jumanji, we were like raised on.
Jumanji, I'd say, yeah.
Jumanji? Did you ever own the board games with Jumanji? How'd that work?
I did not own it. I remember someone brought it to school
it.
once, but I didn't see how it worked.
Jumanji, the game. When did that come out? What year is it?
And you're quoting the movie.
Gotta amuse yourself.
Overwatch ain't gonna do it for us.
Anyway, Cool Runnings. So, favorite actor in Cool Runnings?
Here's the thing, like, looking up, like, the real Cool Runnings, like, the real people, the real athletes.
You prefer the real people to the actors?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know how in the movie, there's the guy named Yul Brynner?
Yeah.
The bald guy. He's named Yul Brynner after, you know, the famous actor Yul Brynner. Yul Brynner? Like, the real guy wasn't named Yul Brynner. There was no one in that bobsled team who was, like, named after a famous actor. At some point in the script writing process, someone was like, let's name the bald guy after actor Yul Brynner for some reason.
They probably thought they were going to get a joke out of it.
I mean, the guy's bald, and Yul Brynner was most famous for his role as the king in King of I, so maybe they were trying to just make a bald joke. It kind of doesn't really, like... The guy shaves his head, and he is named Yul Brynner, so the joke isn't really on him. It's just weird.
Just odd.
Yeah.
An oddity. A Bill oddity, if you will.
Oh boy. Is that a reference to Bill Oddie from the Goonies?
Yep.
Who's your favourite Goonie?
Not
Goonie, Goody.
Goody.
The Goonies is the...
Yeah.
Like Josh Brolin.
I'm getting... Sorry, what's
the Goodies?
The Goodies is a BBC sort of comedy.
Ben, you're here?
Of the game.
Yeah, the Goodies. Yeah, they're like the trio, the comedians.
Yeah.
Bill Oddie and the others who I always forget the names of. It's got like a hyphen. It's like a Tim Brooke Taylor. Tim Brooke Taylor. And the third one. So what we're getting at, Adam, you weren't referencing the Goodies.
I know of Bill Oddity, but I've never seen anything.
Oddie.
Oddie, sorry. Well, there you go. That just shows you how much. I know.
Vintage Beef 2014. That was a good year for beef.
Yeah, it was.
Ben, isn't Vintage Beef one of your hentai genres that you have on your Deviant art page?
Hentai?
Definitely my most requested hentai.
What's your second most requested? Give me the top 5, please.
Top 5?
So, what was the first one? Something beef?
Vintage Beef.
Vintage Beef. One Piece Vintage Beef. It's a very different genre.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Because it includes One Piece, the titular character from the show One Piece.
Yeah.
And the Gum Gum. You should see Ben integrate Gum Gum into his hentai.
No one has seen Gum Gum quite so... leave or enter a butthole quite so much as when you have seen it depicted by Ben.
Oh, man.
Yes.
Hey, wait a minute. I think I know where you are. I saw, like, this statue.
Yeah, the,
Rhodes. Colossus
of Rhodes, yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that the reverse of what's meant to happen?
yeah.
Like, literally, the reverse.
Yep.
Hey, it's the healing one.
There you go.
Lady of Soul. Betcha she's a guy. Betcha they're all guys.
Guys have dreams
I'm
too, Adam.
also dealing with a suspicion that all the members of Tricky Pig are guys as well. I haven't quite got to the bottom of it, but
Quite possibly. What's made you think that?
I don't know. I just heard that someone plans on rebooting Tricky Pig with an all-female cast. And believe me, I've gotten on the internet and made my views very clear.
You're all for it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just think you can't I'm not... See...
All I'm
not
saying is
sexist.
Tricky Pig was a huge part of my childhood, and they're ruining it. Got nothing to do with sexism. What do you think would like...
No. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, it's probably better you cut it off. It wasn't going to a good place.
Anyway, Colossus of Rhodes. What were you going to say earlier?
I just remember how, you know, of all the, like, original, like, man-made wonders of the world, how the Pyramids of Giza being the only ones that are, like, still standing. Mm-hmm. Like, Ben, you know the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, yeah? You're all about it.
Oh.
Can't get enough.
That's the fifth, actually, most requested.
Hanging Gardens of Babylon. More like the Hung Gardens of Babylon.
Oh, boy.
Hey-o.
Just like they can't confirm that those ever like really existed or where they existed. There's so much like conflicting.
Yeah.
Surely Babylon.
Well, you're in Babylon somewhere, but Babylon, you know, big place. There are different like accounts of where they were and what they looked at.
Yeah.
And they never found the ruins of them. So they generally like that wonder of the world is based purely on speculation. They can't actually prove that the gardens officially were there or what they looked like.
Did you know, what's that library? The Great Library of Alexandria? Do you know that actually wasn't destroyed, mostly?
Hmm?
A lot of it was, so a lot of the library, at the time of, it did get destroyed, but at the time of its destruction, two things. First off, a lot of it was actually just reproductions and trash. Second off, now this one you'll have to take with a grain of sand, because I don't remember where I heard this part.
Yeah.
But there, apparently, they had a policy where you could take a book, you know, like a modern day library. And apparently there'd been poorly bookkeeping on that part, literally bookkeeping on that part. And a lot of the really good books had just been, like, were out at the time. Or were, like, out and people just weren't returning them, you know what I mean?
Sure. And then once the library gets destroyed, it's like, look, I'm going to hold on to this copy. So
Well,
I'm going to put it back in there.
It's
No,
just
put
like
it back
a whole lot of people sort of going on about not much.
It's one of those things that people get weirdly emotional about on the internet.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the books that we lost. We've lost so much of our history. It's like, oh, we'll be fine.
We lose a lot of history every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Not everything is worth writing down. If my
Every time
blog is
someone
anything to
dies
go by.
and their memories die with them, we lose a major part of history.
Did you know, I was talking with a friend with this the other day, and it just shocked me to realize. Did you know that there is no one left alive today who fought in World War I?
No, I believe that. Yeah, I heard.
Sure, yeah.
I think it was.
No, that's just a fact.
Yeah. Well, I think it was how many years ago? I think
It was,
3 or 4 years
100
ago.
Started in 1940.
No. When the last person died.
Oh.
Because I remember hearing on the radio when that person did die.
But anyone alive today who would have fought in it would have to be at least like 120.
Yeah. Well, look, if any of our viewers did actually fight in World War One,
and we know who you are.
Yeah. Please feel free to subscribe. Please subscribe.
Tricky Pig are calling out to me.
Speaking of pig,
Your arthritic hands on that subscribe button. What a great sign off. Don't forget, get your arthritic hands on the subscribe button. That Genji just did nothing. Sorry, it was something about Overwatch. I don't know what came over.
Oh, boy.
Anyway,
Anyway, what I'm saying is, if we can't confirm the Hanging Gardens of Babylon existed, we need a new man-made wonder of the world. I'm going with Cool Runnings.
oh, okay.
tying it back in. You know what classic movies I really enjoy? Bond. All the old Bond movies. Absolutely love them.
Yeah.
I've only seen a handful of them.
I have seen all of them.
I greatly liked, Thunderball.
Thunderball?
Thunderball I really
yeah.
liked. I only saw the first half of Goldfinger, but that
Yeah.
was really good as well.
I've only seen one Bond movie and I didn't
Quantum of
enjoy it.
Solace.
Yep.
Not a good entry for Bond.
But alas, my entry.
I saw that with you at the movies.
You did take me to see it at the movies.
Anyway.
We weren't friends then.
Some more great success for Vintage Beef.
Oh boy.
Today overall has been a real triumph for Vintage Beef.
Yeah.
Ben, you got 2.5 minutes yet. Are you saying that we're done? We finished early? It's like the best day of
School's
school
out.
ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh boy, Adam, what are you gonna do when
I get out, I'm gonna see my wife. Finally meet my kids.
I'm gonna finally open that library in Alexandria I've always wanted to.